Welcome to the Flavor of South Florida, a weekly show reviewing South Florida's best Black-owned restaurants, detailing their culinary delights and special libations. Now introducing our host, the dynamic and award-winning Chef Irie.
What's up, everybody? I am Chef Irie, and I'm here one more time for another episode of Flavor of South Florida. And where are we coming to you live from? We are coming to you live from McCray's Backyard Barbecue and Seafood in West Palm Beach. That would be 1521 45th Street in West Palm Beach. And I'm here today with Mr. Derrick McCray. Like, come on down and get your fries. But yes, so I am here. So I'm Chef Irie, the CEO, owner of Chef Irie Spice Inc., your personal and private chef catering services here in South Florida. All your food needs. Real quickly, this is Flavor of South Florida. We have other shows that you need to pay attention to. Mondays, The Business of Black Business with Mr. J. Reynolds. Tuesday, My Money, Your Money with Miss Bridget Lumpkins. Wednesday, MIA Soul. We had the lovely ladies. We chatted up on MIA Soul at 7. Thursdays, Lunch with Legacy Leaders with Miss Anne-Marie Sorrell. And of course, Thursdays, here we are today, Flavor of South Florida. And on Friday, we have our medical show that started a few weeks ago with Dr. Michelle Khan. So you need to tune in to all the shows. So we have a show for you every day. So here what? We're not even going to waste some time because I'm starving, I'm hungry. And as I'm tasting, we're going to be talking with Mr. McCray here. He's going to tell us, a little bit about some barbecue and a little bit about the food family, history in the family, and how McCray's barbecue started. Mr. McCray?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Most definitely. Yaps. I did say, legend. I'm a legend, baby. I'm a legend, baby. I'm a legend, baby.
Irie is a legend, y'all. I'm so glad he came to visit us at McCray's Backyard Barbecue and Seafood.
Yep.
We've heard so many great things about him and the show and the people that he's putting on the map. It's an awesome thing to be able to do what you do.
Oh, thank you, man. It's a pleasure having you here, having us here, and thank you. But it ain't about me. It's about you and the food,
Absolutely.
right? So, as I'm here preparing myself for the backyard experience, so you need some handy wipes. We're gonna wipe our hands. There we go. And I'm gonna start right immediately because I need some ribs. I love me some ribs. And Mr. McCray, I did a little bit of research.
That's right.
You blend the sweetness and tanginess.
That's right.
So you have a sweet sauce and you got a mustard dish.
That's right.
But you actually applying both
That's right.
on the product.
That's right.
Is there a reason for that?
That's the reason. It's because we want to take you to barbecue heaven.
Barbecue heaven, people.
That's what it is. We want to get a feel of a little tangy and sweet, and it just blends together. And it just on your tongue palate, it just go down.
It sits there.
It just sits there, and it tantalizes the taste bud.
So, barbecue pitmaster. How long has McCray's been around, and how long has this location been around?
Well, we've been around since 1934. We started out as Harvey's Barbecue, and my father passed away when he was a kid, so he decided that he wanted to go out and try to get a job to help his mother, my grandmother, and he went to Uncle Harvey, and Uncle Harvey had the barbecue going. This is in the 1940s, and Uncle Harvey was so moved by this kid, 6 years old, saying, "Uncle Harvey, what can I do? I need to help my mom." And he took my dad up on his wing and taught him the barbecue. And my father, he came along, and after him, then it was me and my brother. So we learned the business from my father. So we've been around for quite some time. This establishment, when I got here, there was nothing here.
Really?
Yeah, I had $100 in the grill.
$100 and a grill.
And a grill. And I started right here.
I feel like I'm not even trying right now. $100 and a grill.
That's right. And one of my good friends named Chuck Hicks said, "Man, you need to go and barbecue."
Okay.
And I started. He the one that led me into what we're doing now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's just taken off. We've been blessed. From then on to now, we got a new establishment. I built this from the ground up. And
Pitmaster, barbecue. So barbecue has a lot of conversation about who's doing it correctly, who's doing it incorrectly, whether you should barbecue in a smoker, whether you should barbecue on a wood fire grill. What is your take on that conversation? What is the correct way to be a good pitmaster?
Well, see, me, I don't feed into it. Because I know the correct way is because you understand barbecue or you understand barbecue. So to understand barbecue, you had to go back and do a research on how we started barbecue with a spit and fire. We didn't start with a smoker.
There you go.
We
There you go.
progressed to where we are now, and we built out. But the natural form of cooking is with wood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The wood flavoring enhances what you're doing. And my family has always cooked with wood. We
Right.
cook with a high grade of oak. We've been doing this since I guess 87 years now.
Wow.
And we kind of perfected the art form of barbecue. We cook with open pit grill.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we also got a smoker, but all the ribs and all this stuff comes straight off the grill.
Okay.
We don't go to the smoker with the ribs. Because the mere fact that you still want to be able to have that barbecue flavor, you have that wood flavor, you have that grill flavor,
Right.
all combined into one.
Keep going.
You don't want to just say, okay, it's all smoke and no flavor.
Right. Nice.
So what you want to do is be able to have some integrity and quality control to the product that's coming out. Because you want us to have that, enhance that pork flavor, or that chicken flavor, or that beef brisket flavor. You know, all those things are important that you want to get to the natural taste.
So I deliberately went for this chicken breast.
That's right. You see how juicy
So-
it was. And you're not a breast man.
I'm not a breast. Well, yeah.
Let me rephrase that. You're not a white meat man.
We got a little deep here on the flavor of South Florida, show edition McCray's barbecue, but it's not dry, and that's a tendency when you're barbecuing and grilling and stuff like that, is that the tendency to overcook certain part, certain meat, certain protein.
Absolutely. And see, that's why you have to stick to the art form and stick to the tradition. See, a lot of times you get away from the art form and tradition, then you might miss, keeping that thing fresh. And then we cook for thousands of people, so we have to have systems and controls in place to be able to maintain that integrity.
So you said you cook for thousands of people. So as I came up, earlier, I pulled up. So real quickly, one of the things about McCray's is that this is a pickup-only location.
Yeah,
You can come outside and dine in the backyard, right? But for the most part, you come, you can pull up, walk up to the window, pick up, or you can just do the drive-thru, right? And just do your thing.
That's it.
There you go. But I pulled up and I looked into the window, and I'm thinking, oh, that must be a dining room. Well, it's not a dining room, at least not for people. It's a dining room for grills.
That's right.
And there's I think I counted about 11 grills inside. And they're about 30 by 5 foot?
Yeah, they're like 3 by 5s.
3 by 5s. You can get a lot of barbecue done on those grills. Right? A lot of barbecue. And I noticed also you had the big truck outside.
Yes.
You got a mobile truck as well.
Yes.
So one of the things up here, so you guys don't not only do business here in the restaurant, you do events outside,
Absolutely, yes.
but you travel across the country.
Yes. We've been blessed to do 16 Super Bowls.
16 Super Bowls?
Yeah, I'm the number one vendor at those Super Bowls that the NFL pulls us in every year. We've been blessed to be able to cook for a lot of famous people, a few presidents from Joe Biden to Bill Clinton and Rock and some of those guys. And we've done stuff for the Trump people also, you know what I mean? So we've been across the board doing different things. Serena Williams, Richard Williams, all those people come through to experience the crazy back home.
Sure, real quickly though, when you travel, when you go to say Arizona.
Yes, that's our next stop.
Okay, next stop is Arizona.
Arizona.
So what's the setup like? I mean, how do you get to do all that stuff away from home?
What happens is, we do our homework. test kitchen. We get a prep kitchen somewhere. We call ahead. NFL kind of help us get the equipment.
Okay.
Things we need. We get an equipment list. We get
Ah.
there. And then we already have it ready when we get there. We have a shopping list. And then we have our reps from here to already call ahead what we're going to need.
There you go.
When
There
we
you
get
go.
there. So we get there, a lot of times a lot of prepping and getting right to it because you're usually going to have 2 or 3 different events that we're doing.
Okay.
You know, the most people we serve is up to 12,000 to 14,000 people when, you know, especially when we're in South Florida at the stadium.
Right.
Miami Stadium,
You know.
Dolphin Stadium.
Yeah.
When we do it here, you know, because we're featured. And then when we're on the road, we do 2,000, we do 3,000, sometimes we do 1,500, sometimes 700. It's just depending on that particular event and what they're calling it. And then, you know, it's been a little different the last few years with the COVID being out. So we've had to kind of tone down and do things a little different, you know, and keep some things, more at bay and do more of a charcuterie table. So now you get going to what we call a culinary flair. It doesn't be barbecue, it'll be a little this, a little that. We show our culinary skills by being able to adjust and adapt to whatever situation it is that the NFL needs at that particular time. And it ain't always barbecue. We always feature the barbecue, but we're surrounded with different things. For instance, like now we'll be in Tempe, Arizona, so we'll do some foods geared to the southwestern type foods that they do out in Arizona.
Okay.
For instance, maybe we'll do like a corn salad with some other stuff, or the avocado, the fresh avocado with the chips, and surrounded with the barbecue with a mesquite flavor. You know, so we get eclectic when we're doing different things around the country because we try to fit that particular terrain of those foods.
Right.
So we try to be all things, all people. When we're on the road, we just don't think about, we're just gonna do this one thing. No, we try to expand our horizons and our culinary skills by experimenting and doing some different stuff versus just saying, okay, we're just gonna do this and do that, but we're not gonna do this. No, we try to fulfill the RFP in which way that they ask for.
Okay.
And we've been successful doing that.
So, sorry, barbecue. So you know it comes with sides. And as you can see, it's right here. I've been chopping on some of the side. We had our coleslaw. Still slightly tangy, slightly sweet, nice and creamy, still crunchy the cabbage, right? Sometimes you have, coleslaw, and I like the fact that this is not like a chopped coleslaw. This is shredded. I like shredded coleslaw.
And
That's just me.
And it's a dente.
There you go.
You still got the nutrients.
There you go.
That's in there.
Nutrients in the coleslaw.
It's still the nutrients, yeah.
And we got these beans right here.
Oh, them red
And
beans.
so these beans, there is a very deep sort of smoky sauce for the beans. What type of beans are these again?
Those are barbecue baked beans.
No, I know they're barbecue beans. What kind of beans that you actually use?
The regular baked beans.
Baked beans? Okay, cool. So, not overly sweet. Nice sweet taste to it. Got a nice, sort of deep molasses, flavor to it. And hold on, I need some more. I was chopping that earlier. I like these beans. Yeah, I could actually eat these beans a lot. You know, by themselves.
And you mix it with the mac and cheese and what?
Okay, hold on. You said mix the.
I'm putting you on the hood.
Right, hold on, bro. Mix the mac and cheese with them here beans.
With them baked beans.
There you go. Here we go. All right, now come on now. Come on, mac and cheese. Yeah. You know, I can dig it.
See that?
So I'm a platter over here though. I got mac and cheese, but we got rice and beans. Peas. But I know it's not rice and beans, it's peas and rice.
That's right.
And this has a Caribbean connection.
Absolutely.
You said earlier Floridian.
Yeah.
No. We need to get to the heart of the matter. So, pigeon peas and rice, or peas and rice, it just ain't no, it is from a particular place in the Caribbean.
Right.
Where? The Bahamas. So there's a Bahamian connection to McCray's barbecue. Yes, it's not just about Southern, it's about everything there is about Caribbean. So explain just a little bit quickly how it was the Bahamian connection.
Well, the Bahamian part comes in from my grandparents. My grandfather, Jack Newman, was from Dead Man Key, way down in it.
Dead Man Key in the Bahamas. I've never been there, but if you're watching there, you know where it is. Shout out to the people down in Dead Man Key in the Bahamas.
That's right. And Nassau. And Freeport.
Okay. So you got people from all over.
All over the place, right? And
you know there's a lot of
and a lot from Abacoa too. So,
okay.
All over the place. And then most of our family settled in Miami.
Okay.
You know, but my grandfather was up here. So, and he introduced my mom to the fish and peas and rice, the crack conch salads, and different things like that. And her being married to my dad and him loving to cook and do what he did with the barbecue, it's kind of naturally fused in together. It was a marriage, kind of made in food heaven.
Food heaven. I think that's a big.
Yes, with the comforters, the fish, the shrimp, the peas and rice, the salads, and the different things like that. And it just kind of naturally just came together. And as a kid, I kind of grew up with this, you know what I'm saying? Watching these things take place, watching these guys do this, and it just became a part of who I was. And I often wonder, what would I call this? And then God told me to call it Florida.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Yeah,
Florida. So, on this platter over here,
and you got some conch sauce there.
Ooh. So, to bring in that Bahamian connection, we got some conch fritters. We ain't trying to say a lot of Bahamian now, right? We got some conch fritters, some fried snapper, some shrimp, and we got some cracked conch. Yeah, cracked conch. You know, and you can't not have used some lime. Hold on 1 second. You know, squeeze a little lime juice. Okay, no, not lemon juice, lime juice. That's the way to do in the island. Boom, there you go. Yeah. See, that's what come you can get you a nice platter of that, some conch, some snapper, some shrimp, some cracked conch, and no, and no. Wait a minute. Can't just have one bite of cracked conch.
That brings you right back.
Yeah. Because
it's one of my favorites. I'm looking like I want to dig in.
Well, of course. I mean, sure. Why not?
I think I will have a little piece.
There you go. And this big thing in the Bahamas, when you go to the Bahamas, conch salad is cool, but you gotta have some good cracked conch. And we're talking cracked conch is really good, like at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
When you're hungry and you try to get back to your house and there's spots open, you need some cracked conch.
And you want to come down a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to cut the alcohol.
And that thing just come out of the fryer. It's hot, that hot grease, that cracked conch is singing, heavenly prayers. So,
that's good.
Awesome. So, how can people get in touch? Can they do orders online?
Yeah, you do online orders.
Yep.
You do online orders. We got DoorDash. We got Grubhub. All the new forms of delivery we have.
Okay.
You can call in. You can business. We're currently now setting up our online shipping. We'll be shipping out, because we do ship all over the country.
Right.
But now we're trying to get it more formal.
Okay.
And get it more structured. Basically the mom and pop way we were doing it. So now we're just trying to get the date. That was one of the meetings I was having today about how we can get this stuff out throughout the country. That's packaging out with barbecue sauces and things like that. That we're trying to get into the stores as we speak. So we're getting a little bit more sophisticated with how we're gonna put stuff out. But you can always go online and look us up and call us, and we could always get it to you. Or you can come visit us at 1521 45th Street, West Palm Beach, and we're here. And the phone number also is 561-370-3216.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I've been drinking some juice. And barbecue is just you gotta have. This is some flop. Well, call it what it is. This is some flop. I'm from Jamaica. I didn't know nothing about flop until I came to the States. And of course, started to, getting introduced to food. I used to live in Jacksonville, so that's like the South. That's like the South and the North. That's the South and the North. This is the true South. There you go. So flop basically is lemonade with sweet iced tea mixed together. All right. And if you want to be bougie, it's called an Arnie Palm. Right. So that's what it is. But it's barbecue. You gotta have some of this. But of course, you want to kick it up a notch. You can tip a little something in the Arnie Palmer. I'm just saying, ain't no barbecue without something. All right, cool, man. So that's my flop. I noticed you got some dessert, my brother. Yeah. So, you can't have, barbecue without some sweet potato pie. Now, is sweet potato pie the thing for barbecue as opposed to pumpkin pie or some other dessert? Why sweet potato pie?
Well, that's been our tradition because it's like the sweet potato just take you where you need to go. I mean, the pumpkin pie is good, but for us, it just seemed like it just bring out that true flavor of sweetness and dessert and the heavenly flavor like we have when you bite into it. It just complements the barbecue better than the other pie.
So, are you able to come here and get like a big old pie?
These are some miniature pies.
These are miniature pie. Okay.
So we had some caterers and different things today, and they needed 250 small pies like this, so it just kind of just hit the spot. You know what I mean? But we used to have the 6-inch round, and that's how they go out. But today we had some of these little 3 inches, and which was good, and it was able to be perfect for the show.
So I like these pies, these miniature pies.
Yeah, it's good for those people.
I like the pastry.
Calories.
Well, hey, there's no such a thing when you're eating barbecue. Sorry, but I like the fact that this is not overly sweet. Not overly sweet.
It's nice. It's right in that pie.
It's still got a certain nice amount of creaminess, in the sweet potato pie. And well, me personally, I want to add for me because that whole Caribbean thing, and that's just the way I cook. With more spices, more cinnamon, more nutmeg, and all that stuff. But I like the balance in here.
Right. The reason why that we do that, because I don't always cook for my taste because I have a mass amount of people.
Right.
So we have to be in that pocket where everybody can enjoy the food.
Right. I totally understand.
Like I might like to do something else on my own time, but when I'm cooking and my staff and my chefs are cooking, I want to make sure that we got a healthy balance and everybody can enjoy it. Right amount of flavor. You want to be too overpowered, but you want to be right there where everybody can just really say, okay, I can live with you. Now, the best pie maker in the world was Baby B, which is my grandma. And this is her recipe, one of her recipes.
Yeah.
Baby B, sweet potato pie.
Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from McCray's Barbecue. McCray's Backyard Barbecue and Seafood. And we're here in West Palm Beach, 1521 45th Street. And I'm speaking here with Mr. Derrick McCray. He's the owner of this establishment. You can come up here and have yourself some fine barbecue. I love the ribs, love the chicken, I love the cracked conch, love the snapper. I like this conch, but I want more conch in it. Drop me like about 4 more pounds of conch in this conch fritter, baby, and we gonna tear it up. You know what I'm saying?
And you're absolutely right, but then when we're doing portion control.
Yeah, I'm talking out of the side of my mouth because I know conch is expensive.
But listen, but you're wrong. But I like it really conky.
Of course.
But
the Bahamian unit does, and the Caribbean person in me does too. Yeah. But I understand it, my brother, because just to let you know, so there's conch. He's doing cracked conch and conch fritters on the menu, and just after COVID, you could get a 5-pound box of conch for $45, $50.
Now
it's $100. Yeah. So for those people who are in the food service establishments and people who go out to dine, I think people who go out to dine are understanding that the cost of food is not just in the supermarkets, but also in the restaurants.
That's right.
So when you go and you're supporting bear in mind that things have gone up.
Right.
So they have to adjust for costs, not for what they pay for it and how they pay for labor. So let's keep in mind, where you're going and you know how much you want to spend. But
what we try to do is we're trying to eat some of that. We're trying to pass as less on to the consumer as possible because we want to create that loyalty and they know that they can come to it.
Right.
So if I could do it right and I could keep that at a price that's medium,
right,
then my customers, I gain customer loyalty.
There you go.
They know when times are tough, we didn't go crazy. We tried to stay in that pocket. And then I think if we can have quality and volume, then we're doing okay.
So this is bread pudding.
That's bread pudding.
Not all bread puddings are created equal.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Go back and hear it again.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is. Man, I tell you, that bread pudding something fierce, man. And you eat it just right.
All I need is some sauce, some rub. Look here.
Yeah.
This is nice.
That's to top it off. That's what we talk about. So we got that simple thing. We're not overcomplicated. We try to keep it simple, and we try to be all things, all people. People come and enjoy it. We like I said, we are kind of 5-star in what we do. This is our lane. We try to stay right in this lane and be the best that we can be with what we do. We don't too much get outside this unless we're doing bigger events, Super Bowl, but this is our normal thing.
Well, it's good that I chose the bread pudding, as you say, to top it off. I think we're coming to the end of another episode of Flavor of South Florida. Once again, this is Mr. Derrick McCray, owner of McCray's Backyard Barbecue and Seafood Grill, 1521 Philippi Street in West Palm Beach. But just before we go, real quickly, I just want to say I'm really, really impressed with your dad. Some of the things that your dad did. Some of the first that your dad did before he even thought about being in the barbecue business.
Yeah.
He was one of the first ticket takers.
That's right.
At
the Greyhound.
The Greyhound bus.
That's right.
He was also the first black person to, I think, head the sanitation department in Riviera Beach. And so these are major accomplishments when you think about, our history here in this country. So to have someone in his family and to be able to speak to someone who was a first, that did first here in the state of Florida, it is awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. McCray?
And then not only that, if we go back just a tap further, because I think we got to go, my great-great-grandfather brought Henry Flagler here. That's how I started. His name was Captain Jack Williams. My great-grandfather was the first black sheriff officer.
What was his name?
His name was Cornelius Richardson.
Look at that. First black officer. Well, I tell you.
And also my dad, he got awards with Rosa Parks and, Jesse Jackson and all those guys were in the civil rights movement. So all this is birthed from the civil rights movement in the late 60s and 70s.
Right.
Because he was a guy ahead of his time when it came to politics and things like that, and fighting for the African Americans to have the same privilege and the same rights as everybody else.
Nice.
And this bridge right here, Congress Bridge,
it was named after him. Yeah. And it's he was the bridge builder. The bridge builder. Yes, the original bridge builder. And they made that connection literally by the existence of the bridge that's here.
He was a great man, and I didn't feel it was robbery to take this on and take his dream, try to take it to a higher height.
Well, higher heights is there, and we look forward to anything that comes out of McCray's, and we're looking for, we'll definitely, track progress, but we've come to the end of another show, and this has been awesome. So when you come up and get you some barbecue up here, McCray's Backyard Barbecue Seafood Grill. I'm Chef Irie. This has been another episode of Flavor of South Florida. Stay tuned for our show tomorrow with Dr. Michelle Quan, and of course, start the week again fresh on Monday with Mr. J. Reynolds, the business of Black business, and continue once again all week with all the shows on the MIA platform. Chef Irie, peace out.